This is the local and national news from fabulous 103fm, and it would be fabulous if you subscribed. It's easy. Click the subscribe button, and at the same time, click the like button too. Move Forward Party leader Kun Peter is still a Member of Parliament and still can contest for the Prime Minister's post today. That was the decision released by Senate whips following an in-camera meeting yesterday and ahead of today's vote in Parliament for the position of Prime Minister. The whole vote and issue is a nail-biter for most, and Kun Peter, the elected leader of the winning party in Thailand's elections, faces a tough afternoon that will see an initial but maybe not final vote this evening. Peter's adversaries include the Senate members, 250 of whom have the right to vote in the choice that would otherwise see him have a clear majority of elected MPs, and claims from his own office that he's been unfairly treated by the Election Commission, whose last-minute submission yesterday to the Constitutional Court contains their apparent support for him to be questioned regarding his proficiency to take office or be even an MP. He's made it clear that over the past 4 years he has consulted both the NACC and the EC, the Election Commission, about his shares in a long-defunct media company, and had received assurances that it wasn't a problem. Today's vote will be missed by 3 leading senators, all heads of the 3 armed forces in Thailand, due to other commitments. And no public gatherings will be allowed in the near vicinity to the Parliament building during the debate and vote today. Areas have been allocated to members of the public in a close-by area. All key and current suspects involved in the demise of a German man in the Pattaya region are now in custody. This according to Police Lieutenant General Surachat Hakpal, who is personally overseeing the joint local and national police operation here that investigated the case of a dismembered corpse found in a refrigerator earlier in the week. 52-year-old Olaf Brinkman and 54-year-old Petra Grundrief were in custody earlier yesterday and are now being held separately from Pakistani Shahrukh Karim, who was caught in the border area of Kanchanaburi where he'd fled. He was nabbed as he alighted from a taxi there, en route to an escape across the border into Myanmar. Now returned to the Pattaya region, he was being questioned last night. Amid new reports from a hardware store that 2 of the accused had bought a heavy-duty power saw, paying top price for it as they specified that they wanted a quiet one, so the top police official inferred that there will be a crackdown on what he described as an international crime organisation in this area, though no word has been officially released to infer that this was anything other than a one-off case. In this case, significant evidence was left by the gang despite their attempts to hide their identity by spraying chemicals over the dead man's abandoned car. These include cigarette butts, fingerprints and DNA, all found at various scenes of crime. Currently, police are investigating Thai nationals related or associated to those under arrest to establish whether or not they too are implicated. Regarding crime gangs, Hakpan is convinced that some reside on the east side of the Sukhumvit but do business in the city, but also inferred that foreigners who come to do business here must go through them, which isn't necessarily the case, as many here can confirm. Forensic reports on German Hans-Peter Mack have yet to be concluded. However, a schedule of his time after leaving home has been put together from various CCTV sources, which show him meeting with some of the accused. The location of the actual scene of the crime has yet to be provided to the press, as it's assumed he was already demised prior to being transported in a freezer to the home where it was discovered. An estimated 5,000 Burmese fled here yesterday across the border from their home country during a military airstrike on the area where they'd been living. Now housed in an evacuation centre in Thailand, it's stated that their homesteads are close to what have been described as Burmese resistance outposts that were targeted. 4 airstrikes are recorded using MiG jets within 10 kilometres of the border as food and water were given to those fleeing here. Meanwhile at home and in Pattaya, if you go down to the Sukhumvit this week, prepare for delays at the underpass, as maintenance teams have closed the passageway down to a single lane while they repair faulty lighting. The new lighting is expected to be brighter, and delays are expected, though, at the beginning of the weekend. And a 21-year-old female was shot in the bottom yesterday by her brother. It seems they went together to a local Thai nighttime venue. He was carrying a gun, and at 4 a.m. heard noises in the street. He went to draw his weapon and claims that it fired without him pulling the trigger, shooting through his pocket and into his sister. As she was treated by medics, police found the bullet clip but not the gun, which had been taken away by his pals. Suspicious packages found in their vehicle are being checked to see if they're drugs. Amid all the doom and gloom of the news, a lighter article this week as yet another Mercedes owner has been caught using fake registration plates to evade motorway toll fees, this time a non-Thai. Germans have an expression which is meant to be humorous but derogatory and runs along the lines of Mercedes has the right of way. Mercedes hat Vorfahrt. That obviously has been taken literally by several owners. End result, though, is they can expect a seriously hefty fine. And in Lopburi, a driver is given credit to his Buddha amulet this week after his car is said to have stalled on a railway crossing. He kept on trying to move the car until the very last minute, where he threw himself out of the driver's door just as the train hit. No damage to the train. The Suzuki Swift certainly lost its looks, but he, along with his necklace, is doing just fine. And with the Met Office promising highs today of 32 dropping down to 28, but with the real feel of 36 in the sun, a partly sunny day is expected with the chance of showers. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.